I got to thinking. The year was 1992, and I was a junior in high school. And I just remember it because one of these events that I'll share with you now. You know, bullying is a problem. It is. A lot of times people get bullied, and it ain't right. Bullying is not right. But a lot of times, what they don't tell you is the people that get accused of bullying had been set off. They just had enough, and it gets flipped around on them. Take, for instance, I had ag class my junior year, me and my buddies in there, and we had Randall Hayes. He was our teacher. Mr. Hayes, I loved him, God rest his soul. And he ruled with common sense. He ruled with an iron fist, but it was common sense. That's how he did things, which the world would be a lot better off if people still did that. There was this little boy named Cameron. He was a year younger than me, and he was a know-it-all, a smart aleck, and he thought he was special because his mama was a teacher at that school. She was a substitute teacher, but she was there a lot. So he thought he could get away with stuff. And it was a well-known fact that out behind the ag shop, you walk across the little road that runs behind the school, there was a barn down there, and after lunch, you go down there and get you a good smoke. Just get you a Marlboro, and I like a good smoke, I did, especially after eating. Well, Cameron was a smart aleck, and to top it all off, he was a rat. He just was. And if you ever grabbed him up or something like that, he'd start squalling and screaming. Then he'd always go tell his mama on you. Well, one day, we hemmed him up in the back of the shop, back there by the ag class in the ag shop back there. We hemmed him up in the corner where they kept the Coca-Colas that you had to take and fill them Coke machines up and empty the change machines out of them. We hemmed him up in there. And I took a set of horse shears, and I shaved the side of his head. And he came out hollering and screaming. And Mr. Hayes saw him and just went, well, because he knew he had it coming, you see. Well, he went and told his mama, and it caused a ruckus. And Mr. Joe Mims was our principal, and Mr. Joe loved me, and I loved Mr. Joe, I did. He knew I was trouble, but he didn't suspend me, you see. And I took the brunt. I took the wrath, because I ain't a rat. And the next day, Cameron came into school with a new haircut. He had like a high and tight, because I had provided the high on one side. But looking back, he never messed with us again. And he sure didn't rat on us again, and he pretty much steered clear. A lot of kids could learn from this. If you can imagine that, we are the same.